With over $500 million in stolen diamonds, jewels, and luxury watches, the Pink Panthers pulled off hundreds of larger-than-life Hollywood-style heists using Tradecraft to rival a sophisticated intelligence agency. In this video, we share the real story of an elusive syndicate that rose to become one of history's most successful criminal organizations. Watches of Espionage is curated by a former CIA case officer with a passion for timepieces. On the WOE YouTube channel, we explore the intersection of watches and the military, intelligence, and national security. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be informed when we release new videos. Crime targeting luxury items, whether jewels, diamonds, or watches, exists on a spectrum. The high-profile heists of Ocean's 11 and The Italian Job are typically the stuff of Hollywood, but one notable real-world example exists: the Pink Panthers, a transnational network of Balkan jewel thieves that operated with near impunity in the early 2000s, stealing an estimated $500 million in sophisticated operations around the globe. After a 2005 robbery in Saint-Tropez in the south of France, a group of Panthers boarded an awaiting speedboat, an exfiltration plan ripped from the big screen. In 2007, another cell drove two Audi S8s through the glass doors of a mall in Dubai, speeding down the marble walkways and directly to their target, a jewelry store, only to disappear moments later. In 2013, Panthers conducted a brazen prison break in Switzerland, ramming the gate with the stolen van and placing ladders over the barbed wire, dramatically freeing a Bosnian member of the gang. The highly coordinated heists last only minutes, and within hours, they're in another country. But how do they do it? Let's explore the structure, creativity, tradecraft, and tactics that made the Pink Panthers the most successful and bold international criminal organization in recent history. For even more WOE, be sure to check out watchesofespionage.com for in-depth articles and our collection of watch straps and other purpose-built tools designed for our community. The Pink Panthers' nom de guerre was coined by Interpol after a brazen heist of Graf diamonds in London in 2003, during which one of the assailants, disguised as a VIP client, escaped in an awaiting Ferrari. Later arrested in France, a blue diamond worth over $500,000 was found in a jar of face cream belonging to his girlfriend, a tactic used in a Pink Panther film starring Peter Sellers. The group's intelligence tradecraft extends to the media, with an effective influence campaign designed to develop a Robin Hood-like mystique as gentlemen thieves. Several members have even given interviews and media appearances, and are always quick to point out that the Panthers have only caused one death over the years. A self-described founding member of the Panthers, Rajko Kosovic, has remarked, "We were never violent. I'm a thief, but a gentleman. We always made clear plans." There are some indications the Balkan-based group bought their safety in Montenegro and Serbia under an implicit agreement they would invest the ill-gotten profits back into the economy, making them heroes at home. According to most accounts, the Pink Panthers were born out of the Yugoslav Wars, a series of conflicts in the Balkans after the disintegration of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. One known prominent leader, believed by some to be the founder, Dragan Mikic, reportedly had military training and experience. With an estimated 500 to 800 members with varying levels of involvement, many are believed to be ex-Yugoslav soldiers, which explains the military-like precision and sophisticated tactics. The Pink Panthers boast an impressive array of capabilities that rival any premier intelligence agency, including the CIA. The group has a deep bench of diverse individuals to recruit from for specific operations, including document forgers, safecrackers, and members with advanced weapons and driving training. Unlike the mafia or a cartel, the structure is decentralized with no clear leader or organizational chart, complicating decades-long efforts by international law enforcement organizations to dismantle the group. Primarily focused on Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, the Pink Panthers' targets are diverse in both geography and venue. a jewelry store in the heart of Mayfair, a museum in Zurich, or a boutique in Tokyo. Nothing is off the table. The Panthers are agnostic when it comes to loot, happy to steal luxury timepieces including Rolex, Audemars Piguet, and Patek Philippe, in addition to diamonds and jewelry, anything with an exceptional value-to-weight ratio. Over the years, the gang expanded into art, once stealing paintings from Monet, Degas, and Vincent van Gogh worth $160 million from a Zurich museum in 2008. Like an intelligence service, the Pink Panthers devote significant resources to pre-attack planning and surveillance. Teams are typically composed of 3 to 5 individuals with complementary specialties and backgrounds, and most include at least one woman. Targets are assessed for security, but also with escape in mind. Creativity is encouraged. Keenly aware of the investigative capabilities of law enforcement, the group uses cash for expenses and even false passports and license plates, demonstrating an impressive level of sophistication for the criminal element. To gain entry, the teams use a mixture of disguise, creativity, and brute force, even cutting through the walls of neighboring stores to access the target location. On the morning of 6 October 2007, a team of 4 was already waiting inside the Harry Winston store when the Paris boutique opened. They were disguised as construction workers who had reportedly been working on the facility for weeks prior to the heist, which resulted in $37 million in luxury jewels and watches. Borrowing methodology from special operations, speed, surprise, and violence of action are trademarks of any Pink Panther heist. In many cases, a team member draws a concealed pistol and hammer at exactly the right moment, quickly directing the staff of a jewelry store or watch boutique onto the ground before using flex ties to restrain them. The perpetrator then proceeds to smash the glass cases and grab whatever is readily available. Another member remains at the front of the store to prop open the door and look out for law enforcement. Despite the brute force approach, store staff are rarely harmed, demonstrating a certain level of discipline and limiting lengthy sentencing in the event of capture and arrest. The creativity, level of planning, and execution that goes into the Panthers' escape and evasion is one of the aspects that sets them apart from other criminal networks. The Panthers leverage access to congested thoroughfares and narrow alleyways to restrict organized pursuit from law enforcement. Stolen goods are often handed off to awaiting accomplices on scooters, pedal bikes, or in certain cases, luxury cars or the odd speedboat. According to interviews, the goal is to depart the country within 2 hours. Stolen items are typically transported back to the Balkans and couriered into Europe to be sold on the black market. According to an interview with a black market dealer, the Panthers net 20 to 30% of the value of the goods. For more on how watches play into money laundering and illicit finance, check out the video on our channel. The Panthers' advanced tradecraft has baffled law enforcement agencies for decades and complicated efforts to prosecute the group. While several high-profile arrests have been made, the structure of the Pink Panthers as a decentralized network makes dismantling the syndicate by cutting off the head of the snake difficult. When arrested, the group members operate under a code of silence or loyalty to the oath of omerta. Large-scale heists attributed to the Pink Panthers have declined over the previous decade. To gain entry into the European Union, Montenegro and other Balkan countries have reportedly cracked down on the Panthers by cooperating with Interpol and other European law enforcement agencies. Still, the group persists with periodic heists on a smaller scale, though some appear to be copycat-style robberies. It's tempting to romanticize the Pink Panthers' Hollywood-style exploits with the narrative that they're stealing from the rich to benefit beleaguered Balkan nations, but the reality is that organized crime is a dirty business. It's impossible to separate a high-profile jewelry heist from murder, narcotics, and sex trafficking that are either directly or tangentially connected. That said, at WOE, watches are the lens through which we view history and current events, and the role of timepieces in illicit trade is another aspect of horology that must be explored. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and hit the bell icon to be informed when we release new videos. For even more, check out our website, watchesofespionage.com, for more content. as well as our collection of watch straps and other purpose-built tools designed for our community. Until next time, happy hunting!